Hi, Colin.
How you doing, man?
So we're here in Bristol. Why?
Bristol, it's got to be Bristol because we're in the second biggest city in the South England Conference. London is the biggest. Bristol is the next biggest, so we've got to be here. And everyone's excited, the crowds are building, the community's come out, bags of excitement, a great day planned, and this is the beginning of great things for Bristol.
Okay, so for the people that's not too sure, what is going on today?
Today we're marching against gun, knife, crime in general. We're standing side by side with the community members. We're standing side by side with other organisations, community groups, just to give a message of a positive message that we want to promote live an intentional life, get involved in your community, be the salt in our towns and villages.
Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Pathfinders here. How many have we got today?
Well, I think we've got most probably more than we'd even had in London. We've got near on 150, 160 Pathfinders alone, and it's just a great show. It's a great turnout. We reckon we're going to have around about 1,000 people marching with us, which makes this a massive event for Bristol and for the South England Conference.
Okay, and so what's next after this?
Well, Live Festival, man. It's all about live, living intentionally, getting young people involved in doing things in their community, and remembering that it's about enjoying yourself. As a Christian, it's not about all morbid, but it's about enjoying your Christian life, bringing your friends, inviting your friends to events like this. And so the Live Festival is the next biggest thing. It's going to be a blast.
Okay, and one last question. What's the third biggest city in the South England Conference?
Isn't it Milton Keynes?
Are we there next?
I'd love to. Look, we're up for it. I think, we've got one eye looking on the London Olympics. So we're already thinking about maybe East London somewhere as a major impact city. It's just going to be great. And, this is the build of the Seventh-day Adventist youth movement. And we know that it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
We're in Bristol today. What are we here for?
Well, this is the Live March. We did 2 marches last year and the year before in London. We've transferred it here, and it's really another message to the community about gun crime and knife crime to put it down.
Okay, and were you on the last 2 marches?
I was on one of them. I couldn't make the second one, but I had a surprise a few weeks ago. I walked into a shop in London to buy something, and there in the local newspaper was another stabbing. And I thought, my goodness, it shocked me because it was no longer national news. There's so much, it's happening so often that they've now relegated it to the local newspaper, and it is an endemic now amongst our young people, carrying knives, thinking that they're protecting themselves and only harming themselves. And so I think that in coming here as a church community, taking to the streets of Bristol, because the cities have the problems, the drug problem, the alcohol problem, the knife problem is there, and the gun crime. So we're here to bring that message to this city.
Okay, and so do you think that we might see more marches in other cities?
I think it would be a good thing, but it mustn't just be the march. We want to make an impact on the community. We saw that in London we made an impact. In fact, the Metropolitan Police have put in a very good word for the youth department here about what they've been able to do there in London, and we're here, and if they can take it to other cities, galvanise our young people to send that message to other young people, I think it would be a very good thing.